To the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now Jackson on second down. A short throw caught by Andrews. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You talk about this Bengals defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's try to get to that #1 spot.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
11 MT.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here we go.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Bengals had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
On second down, here's Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
11.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
11.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD.
Chris Evans,
his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They go play action with Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration could wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson.
Looking deep here for Flowers.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
They'll run on 1st down with Evans. Well, this defense for the Ravens, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On 2.
2nd and 5.
11. Stop.
Burrow on play action. going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Burrow loses the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
Looking for Bateman, he's got him complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Past the 20, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Remember,
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Odell Beckham, 68 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
2nd and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Evans running straight ahead.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
11, 11, 11.
They'll toss this out right for Evans.
7 yards there and a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Shelling through the defense, and they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 32 on the play.
11-90. 11-90.
37-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
11 MT, take.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
A give running right is Evans. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Done.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
11 MT, 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On third down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
That's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
I'm already.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And things already were problematic for them. Then you add in the safety, followed by the field goal. Guess all things considered, not the worst possible outcome, but they've got work to do here as they come up 1st and 10.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made them pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Second down and 3.
Hey, report. Report. Come on.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
47-yard line. A gain of 16 yards.
Now Jackson on first down. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They go play action now. Jackson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to shift him around. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
36, Ravens 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 18.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12, 12, 12. 12.
In motion
12,
left is Higgins.
12.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
Here we go.
Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 32-yard
A
line.
give up the middle to Evans. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
11, 11, 11.
Brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had in the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
11, 11, 11, 11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle.
And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Evans is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
11 Mike. mighty. 11, mighty. Stop.
Burrow on play action. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are pouring it on. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, Dobbins hit and he fumbles. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Now it's Jackson. He finds the rookie, Zay Flowers. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. On second down, here's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Jackson now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Taken at the goal line. Breaks through the contact. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto. And
now here's another interception. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Evans running behind center. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Evans again. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That good for 22 on a first down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another play. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12. Stop.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Evans has it left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Here we go, here we go.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll run up the gap with Dobbins. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers. He's got room to roam.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's brought down. And this is caught. So they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now. Trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they're down huge in this game.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase
From 13 yards out.
And the Bengals continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Jackson, option right. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Running right, this is Evans. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
Got it. 11 MT. 11
On the give, this is Evans.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brings up 2nd down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
5-yard line.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas.
And Boyd in motion right.
Got.
Now Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Got.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
At the 16-yard line.
Stop.
Now Burrow on 1st down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Here we go.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
11 MT. Tate. 11, 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. Got.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where but overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's Jackson. And now here's another interception.
Down the right sideline.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson from the shotgun.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a...
And my goodness, another interception.
Now he's free at the 35. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover.